This has been a huge year for us. Tons of growth in many different areas. Since the big event we had, the Merlot in the Meadows last year, we've been able to bring an office onto the property.
It's just made it a much nicer place. The kids have some place to go. We have an office. It's been very, very helpful. We
partnered with a local company called Cadman, as well as Elk Heights Trucking, and they brought in some rock, and so now we have a real driveway. It's gravel and it's flat. It's a lot safer now for kids to walk on.
I had 2 gentlemen driving trucks, and I had 4 loads out here, 60 tons of crushed rock delivered and spread.
We completely rebuilt the arena and redesigned it and brought in some new footing, which is the stuff on the ground, to make it safer for this year's spring.
The farm has grown quite a bit over the last year, just in the people that have come to join us. And the event also helped us put money in the coffer, as it were. In order to build anything out here, even though we try to reuse as much as possible, we always need money for fencing and roofing, as well as using the equipment out here.
Every buckle, every pole, every fencing line, every gate, every hose, everything costs money. There's an ongoing need for revenue in order to continue and move forward, as well as scale and grow. It costs about $225 a month to sustain each horse that's here. So anything above and beyond that can go into the program in terms of enhancements, like new trailers and making and enlarging arenas and creating an indoor arena and riding experience that could expand the program year-long. The most important thing about our program is that we remain free of charge to any and every child that comes to visit. Every family that sets foot on this property does not pay a dime to be here and experience the connection with the horses and working on the farm. And in order to do that, we need to continue to sustain the program, bring in enough revenue to keep what we have, and then develop and grow and find opportunities to grow different revenue streams. It is all for the children. That's why I do all this. In fact, someone once told me I was only nice because I was doing good things for other people. And I thought about that, how they said that to me, and I thought, you know, you're right. I am nice because I do things for other people. It does bring me joy. It brings me joy to share and give back, and I find that that happens all around this farm all the time.
I couldn't have picked anybody better to run this farm than Marla and Darren. Marla and Darren, very free-spirited, very helpful, teach me a lot.
What I like best and what I take home with me is a sense of leadership, a sense that I can control something. I haven't had a whole lot of control during my life, and here's where I can be a leader and I can be in control, and I don't just have to take whatever comes.
The first day I came here, it was kind of awkward, I guess, because I didn't know anybody and I didn't know anything about horses and stuff like that. Marla, she was really, really friendly and encouraging and always there to support me. She was great. I know I used to be a lot more shy than I was, and now I'm starting to learn how to be more outgoing and stuff like that.
I'm my real self here because I know I'm really comfortable here.
I feel like this organization is really good for kids and horses, and I feel like I should help and be a part of it.
As a mother, I have another son who is very busy into sports and has a lot of things that he is interested in that we're able to support him in. And we've struggled with Ethan in the past to find something, that niche for him that he really liked. And, you know, he tried sports and did that. It just wasn't entirely his thing. He really was looking for something else. And naturally, animals just seem like a perfect fit for him. I wish that we would have found this sooner. But it has been wonderful for me as a parent to see him grow in such a way that his confidence is greatly increasing. His sense of responsibility and accountability is in an area that we've never seen before. And so for a 12-year-old who's almost 13, it's huge. And so as a parent, for me, it's just very satisfying.
I'm a teacher, and I work for Issaquah School District, and I work in a program that works with emotional behavior kids, students with oppositional defiance or mental illness such as depression or bipolarism, schizophrenia. There's a whole gamut. I have 2 students from my high school that come, and I know pretty well, that come here, and one student who had a very aggressive personality and nature came here and has been working through that, and his compassion for a horse like Willow, who is having difficulty going through doing the exercises she was supposed to do, or for Buck, because Buck was so nervous around him and was, wasn't ready to come up and say hi to him, and he really fought verbally for them, saying, just give him a chance, he needs some more time, he's not ready yet. And really he connected with Buck because Buck had been abused, and so he just, with the nervousness and not being trustful, and that's how he is, he was able to explain himself really well.
Sometimes you don't know where the place is to go that's safe, where you can just say anything, and people don't say, oh, you're you don't have to worry about saying the right thing. So the whole kind of air is just so relaxing and peaceful, just kind of hang out, and it's fun just to be here.
For the next year, I'd like to see our program continue to grow at the pace and with momentum as it's currently growing. I think the biggest asset for us right now would be an indoor round pen and what we call an arena, where we could have kids out all year round. Right now we're May through October, and by having that addition to our facility, we would be able to have a place to see the kids and ride under, weather permitted. It is Washington, so it rains a lot, and this last year we had some snow, and so I think it would enable us at the bottom line to see more kids and serve more kids. And I'd like us to see us continue to grow with respect to our volunteer program. We've actually put a program together where volunteers mentor with us for a year, so it takes quite a long time to become an official volunteer at Madison Grove Farm, and that's because we bring you in and you become part of the family. And I'd like to see that continue to grow and scale. And quite frankly, I'd like to see us try to double our numbers, and next year see twice as many kids as we've seen this year. I see these volunteers, and they come from all different places in life, committed. And the tenacity at such young ages, 13, 14, 15, 16, to come weekend after weekend where they could be out with their peers, playing at a local beach or riding their own horses, but to come here and to help me, to help us, to help the program, and be with kids that are, somewhat their peers but really not, and know that they're helping and making a positive impact. I think all of my volunteers would echo that it's helped them as well. It helps them, they learn autonomy, and they have a deeper sense of confidence and self, being able and understanding that they are making an impact in a child's life, as well as the horses too. I mean, these horses, these aren't, the cream of the crop show horses, if you will. These horses have stories. Many of them did come from show homes, but they all have stories of some type of abuse or neglect, and it resonates with these kids. And the compassion, they grow and are so empathetic. And I remember what it was like to be a teenager, and I'm just so grateful and humbled by them, and quite frankly very proud of all of them. They're amazing. Every one of my volunteers, I love them like they were mine, and I can't thank them enough.
And I can't say enough about our volunteers. The kids come out and work, and nobody has a problem cleaning stalls, so that makes me very happy. They've made it much easier for me to be able to take care of other things around the farm that need to be taken care of. So, love all the volunteers.
We really appreciate Darren here a lot.
I just like to thank them for all they've done for me and how amazing it is what they do for their kids that come and the horses, and just all the hard work they put into this.
Marla and Darren are awesome, and I feel very privileged to be here and helping them out. And yeah, it's just great here. All the kids and horses, It's been really great to be here with them.